I did for a little bit, but I can tell you, I trained so hard and I was so deflated afterwards. I don't think I could have kept training at that level anymore. I just didn't want to. I stopped.
Yeah.
I still would work out, I'd still do normal, high, be fit, but I wasn't training at that elite level anymore. And the drinking didn't help. And
Yeah.
I think if I had a mentor at the time, or I had better guidance, or my a better spiritual mindset, maybe I could have gotten back there. But I went the opposite direction. I self-pitied. I felt sorry for myself. I blamed everyone else. I made excuses on why I didn't get selected. And every night, I just turned to alcohol every night. There wasn't a day. That's going to be a guarantee every single night. It's just
Yeah.
drown our sorrows.
Where was God in all this, man? Were you even like in a point in your life where you were talking to him, or were you still kind of just focused on drowning and I don't mean literally, but like just numbing, I should say numbing, not drowning, but numbing everything.
No, I'll say this, there was no spirituality. It was me against the world at that point. And
Yeah.
my whole life, so my personal life was just going down the drain. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my rest of my career. My marriage was done, and I'm still a platoon sergeant at this point.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing holding me afloat. Somehow I was able to show up every morning and just be the stellar platoon sergeant, put the show on. And it got to the point where I could drink a half bottle every night and wake up the next morning, still run before PT, get the PT with my guys, and I'm fine. And I'm not
Yeah.
showing, I'm not smelling like it. And I started wearing that as a badge. And I think that was my only way of getting over it, or coping, was like, it was almost a game. Like, you know what? I can do this still. I can still play the Army game and be the stellar NCO on paper and be the platoon sergeant and be a hypocrite while I'm yelling at my guys that are they're hungover because, one, I'm like looking down on them because they can't handle it. That's at the time, that's how it was. Like, oh, I can handle it. Why can't you? Like, this is, come on, man, just man up. You're going
Yep.
to party.
Yep.
And it just got bad to the point where I was just alone, and I had no one to turn to. But all I had was the Army. I had my at the time I had my platoon and being a platoon sergeant. But guess what? Once again, all things in the military come to an end, and something else has to change. And my time as a platoon sergeant, I had a PCS from Fort Hood at the time. It's where I was, and so that ended. And then once again, I was kind of at a loss.
Yeah. So when you exited SF, the pipeline, did you go back to your old unit, or how does that process work?
You go back to your old
Ooh.
unit, and
Okay.
like I went back to being a platoon sergeant, and I was right back in that position. And it was hard because one of my privates, and I'm very proud of him, by the way. One of my privates at the time, he went a class after me,
Okay.
and he not only got selected, he is now an 18 Delta in the operating force. Like, first time goes and everything, first time dive go. Like, this guy and I'm so proud. I got to meet him afterwards. He got to come talk to my privates when I was a drill sergeant, actually. So it was super, like, proud. But I remember, like, when he made it and I didn't, and I'm just like, that was another blow. It was
Yeah.
tough. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're just back in the fighting force,
Okay.
back in your unit, and hey, you didn't make it.
So how do you transition into a drill sergeant? Where does that happen? Like, when does that come about?